Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Grace. Today I am actually going to be doing a fragrance comparison between Giorgio Armani's Acqua and Ocean Di Gioia fragrances. This idea and request came from one of you, Common Sense 3. Thank you so much for leaving the comment and requesting and providing this idea. I think both of these fragrances are absolutely beautiful and perfect for spring and summer, but specifically for the summer months. Both of these fragrances have been around for quite some time, so they're not new fragrances that just recently came out. So I'm sure that most of you have already smelled both of these fragrances, or at least one of the fragrances. However, in today's video, I'm going to be comparing notes, letting you guys know what I think about each one of them. Are they too similar? Do you need both? Do you even need one at all? And which one I like the best. But I would also love to read your comments and let me know what you think on these fragrances. If you have a preference or if you own both, definitely leave those comments down below just in case anybody else is looking into these fragrances. They can also find out and know from you. And let's get started. Now to begin, we're going to start with Acqua Di Gioia. This is considered a floral aquatic scent. It's got main accords of aromatic, citrus, green, white floral, fresh, spicy, woody, and fresh. It's got top notes of Amalfi lemon and mint, mid notes of water jasmine, and base notes of Virginia cedar, brown sugar, and French labdanum. This fragrance definitely gives me a watery citrus effect where both the mint and the lemon balance themselves out really nicely. But I don't think the mint is overpowering in this fragrance. I think it's very light and it gives it that cooling effect. And even though it's light, I think it's still bright. It has that green accord that still maintains throughout the fragrance. And then at the dry down, even though we do have a woody main accord, I don't think it's overly woody either. I think that there is some sweetness to it that helps balance out the dry down. And I think it's due to that brown sugar that we have there. This reminds me of a super hot, humid summer day. And then you suddenly spray this and it takes you to a refreshing moment. You get a whiff of a crispy aquatic breeze in the air, and it just takes you to a refreshing moment even though it's still hot and humid outside. That is what it reminds me of. And honestly, that is such a good summer scent to have. Something that's just super refreshing, where it's super hot and humid, that you can't stand anything else but something so fresh and crisp. That is what this perfume gives me. Now, longevity is not great on this perfume, but honestly, you can respray this as much as you want because it's not overpowering. It's a very light scent at the same time, like I mentioned before. Ocean Di Gioia, on the other hand, is considered a floral fruity scent. It's got main accords of white floral, fresh, green, fruity, citrus, sweet, musky, salty, aquatic, and powdery. And it's got top notes of pear, citruses, and green notes, mid notes of water jasmine, salt, lily of the valley, and rose. And then we got base notes of sandalwood and musk. To me, the opening is a sweet, juicy pear that is still light and refreshing. But the pear also combines really nicely with the citrus notes and the green notes, and it just makes it really fruity at the same time. So you can definitely get that vibe, and it's just really light and really pretty. Now, as it begins to dry down, you can definitely smell the saltiness from the mid notes with the rose. But the salty accord in here is well combined with the sweetness and the musk, so you can barely detect it. It does remind me of a pretty shampoo, but this is far more of an attractive scent than shampoo, but you still get those clean, soapy vibes from it. And at the same time, you get that summer breeze, salty beach type of vibe. That is what this reminds me of. Again, longevity is not great. This is not beast mode. It's not going to last very long, but you can definitely respray this and it won't be overpowering. The same as Acqua Di Gioia. Comparing both of these fragrances, one is classified as a floral aquatic and the other is a floral fruity. I don't think they're similar at all. They both have their own scent DNA. They do have similar main accords such as citrus, green, white floral, and fresh. And even though Acqua di Gioia doesn't have a sweet main accord compared to Ocean di Gioia, I still think that they're both sweet in their own way. Same as I think that they're both fresh in their own way. So, if there is one thing that they do have in common, though, is that mid note of water jasmine. But this note doesn't make them alike at all. So, in my opinion, if you like one, you might like the other, or vice versa. If you don't like one, you might not like the other, or you just might find that you don't like either one at all. But then, of course, there are people like myself that enjoy both of these scents, and when it comes to choosing which one I liked best, I lean more towards Acqua di Gioia. However, it's kind of difficult to choose because it also may depend on my mood that day. And again, not to be repetitive with notes or anything, but I would choose Ocean di Gioia if I want something sweeter, a lot more fruitier, that still has that saltiness, that summer breeze type of vibe. And Ocean di Gioia is perfect for that. And it's still fresh and it's still aquatic in its own way. However, on the other hand, I would choose Acqua di Gioia for those days where it's super hot and humid outside, where, as I mentioned before, you don't really want anything but just freshness all around you because it's so hot outside. And I think Acqua di Gioia is perfect for that. So my conclusion here is you definitely don't need both of them, even though they're both great summer scents. And I would also love to read your comments down below and see what you guys think about these fragrances. And that concludes this video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to subscribe down below. And I hope to be doing more of these comparison videos with other fragrances in the future. So definitely stick around if you'd like to see more of those. I'm already thinking about what other ones might smell alike or might have a similar DNA. And again, these don't, but definitely was fun to do the comparison and see the notes and the different main accords that they had. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.